South African, when you say go back home and make things right with your government. Go back home and fight your government. You do not really understand what you are saying. Because if you understand that when I get home, I work for 10 rand per day in a company, you will not open your mouth to say this rubbish. Imagine when I see you saying go back home, you are really serious, frustrated, angry. Trust me, it hurt me from the inside because I truly know that I will not be able to obey you.
I want to answer the question that says, how do you fix Zimbabwe when you're in South Africa? Most people are asking me this question, and some they come to me direct and others are still writing on my social media platform. It's a very good question. I wouldn't judge you and I wouldn't say that you are wrong by asking that question, but I want always to keep on answering this. The problem with Zimbabwe is not the land, it's the mindset. So our journey started here in South Africa, where it was given birth from. And it came through many people's mindset. And I only find out that I became so bold because of God's grace to start saying it. But it doesn't mean that I'm the only person who thought of it and who is seeing it. Our country is not dead in the land of Zimbabwe. It's dead in the Zimbabwean mindset. The only way why are we starting here is because my first target is to speak with the mindset of Zimbabweans living in South Africa, people who are facing difficulties and challenges that I've witnessed and that I know. But soon when I leave for Zimbabwe, I will make sure that my voice has been heard and it is heard by everyone in South Africa, so that when I get to Zimbabwe, I will make platforms and ways to make sure that whatever that I've shared with you here in South Africa should now be delivered on the land. Remember, what you see around you is the state of the mindset around you. That is the difference between the black people and the white people in our communities. It's not the color, it's the mindset. So until we start to transform the mindset of Zimbabweans, not the land, I don't trust building big homes, infrastructures, roads, and clinics and hospitals before we build the mindset of people, because even if you do that, they will not appreciate. So the first thing is to transform people's mindset. That is where Zimbabwe is. You know how easy to see a Zimbabwean? You see the way they do things because they've kept a memory on their subconsciousness of their cultures, of their way of speaking, their way of adapting, their way of doing things. That is sometimes how you see this person is a Zimbabwean. So if we want Zimbabwe to be a better country, we should start to engage with our mindset first. Let's see what's wrong with our mindset wherever we are. So Zimbabweans, the problem is not in the land, it's in our mindset. Just imagine, do you know today we can take everyone in South Africa and we take them to Zimbabwe, all South Africans, and we take all Zimbabweans in Zimbabwe to bring them to South Africa. Trust me, within 2 days, you will see that Zimbabwe is back in South Africa. You will see that. You will see that it's the power of the mindset that we need to deal with, not the land. What you see outside is the result of what is in everyone's mind. So let us try to transform, engage, and confront our mindset. Thank you so much for listening. May God bless whoever is watching.
Vision 2030, Zimbabwe should be an upper middle income economy. So, myself, I believe that with the programs that has been put in place by our government, we are going to achieve that.
It's absolutely no. Because ZANU-PF is creating something which is not understanding for people to create their power. They want to steal in power. Those elders men, they want to steal, I don't know, maybe to steal our life. I can say that they break our life. That's everything that I can say that destroys Zimbabwe, that destroy us youth. Because the time for us to go ahead, and this is time for us to build Zimbabwe. They have failed for 40-something years. Then today they said, give me another 2 years. For what reason? What? Constitution must work.
They're busy buying people with the money. But this country, it will not need that type of thing to buy some people with money and the cars for them to extend the term of office.
The proposal, as far as we understand it, cannot be done by Parliament. Parliament has no power to say someone who was elected by the people for 5 years. It is the people who elected, and that person went to the people to get a 5-year mandate. He got it direct from the people. And then after getting that 5-year mandate, you go to some other people to extend a mandate which they never gave you in the first place. So what I'm saying is that legally, Parliament has no power to do what is being proposed. It can't say, instead of you ending in 2028, you'll end in 2030. That can't happen because they don't have the power to do so.
The Constitution is very clear in Section 328. It defines a term limit as an extension of time beyond the defined limit. The defined limit is 5 years, and the upper limit is 10 years, 2 terms. So any attempt to extend Mr. Mnangagwa's term of office beyond 2028 is a breach of the Constitution and can only be remedied by 2 constitutional amendments and 2 separate constitutional referendums, which, given the unpopularity of ZANU-PF, are impossible to achieve and attain, which is why they are now coming with this disingenuous argument that disingenuously argues that the length of a term is different from a term limit. Even a grade 1 child can see through the moronic status quo of that submission.
You know, Zimbabweans, they so much want to be South Africans. I've never seen people with no pride. But for them, I'm Nigerians, and they're going to be taking surnames of South African ladies. I've never seen people with no pride. They want to be South Africans by hook or crook because they've messed up their own countries. You know, African foreigners, there's something else. Yes, there's something else in Fetu. And wherever they go, they mess up things. I mean, make this make sense. You run away from your Nigeria because you don't have toilets, there's defecations in the street, there's no order, 100 million people live below poverty. You go into a country in search of greener pastures. When you get there, you do exactly what you're doing in your country to lower the standard.
Hey guys, welcome back to Everything Entertainment. Guys, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my videos. I will appreciate it. Guys, please watch the ads, my beautiful people. Please watch the ads. Guys, in today's video, I'm going to be speaking about how a Zimbabwean man said he will never go home because at home he's going to get paid 10 rand a day. You get me? Guys. You are being paid 10 rand because of you allow them to literally do as they please in your own country, and you're the person that voted for that party. So if you're saying like you're not gonna go back home and fix your country because of like when you go home you're gonna find the same situation. But do you think like if you stay in South Africa for so many years, you think miracle will happen when you go home, the situation will have changed? No, guys, there's no tribe that is literally so stubborn like Zimbabweans. These people are so stubborn. Like, you cannot that it's gonna convince them to go back home and fix their country. There's nothing. The way they are so stubborn, they don't want to hear anything about Zimbabwe at all. Guys, on the second clip, you guys hear Steady is saying Kuti, like, people were asking him Kuti, like, why are you fighting for Zimbabwe while you're in South Africa? And guys, personally for me, if I was him, I wouldn't be doing what he's doing. Like, I'm saying in a way, Kuti, like, I wouldn't be fighting for my country while I'm in a foreign country. Honestly speaking, that does not make sense for me. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't think Kuti, like, really the people that he's fighting for that are in South Africa cares about the changes that want to happen in Zimbabwe because of they're in South Africa, they're living the best life. So they don't dream to see the changes in their country because of they're not living there. So basically they're not getting affected because of they don't live there. So the people that literally gonna get the attention from steady are the people that are in Zimbabwe, people that live the lifestyle that they are not happy with. One tlhaloganya. So I just feel like fighting for Zimbabwe while you're in Zimbabwe is literally gonna help him a lot. I don't agree with him saying kuti like I want to fight for Zimbabwe while he's in South Africa, cause he can see kuti like Zimbabweans that are in South Africa are so arrogant. They will tell him kuti like you can go alone. Now we're not going anywhere. So is it the kind of people that he wants to fight for while he's in South Africa? No. The best way is to just go back home and fight for the people that are in Zimbabwe because are the ones that are being affected by what is happening in Zimbabwe. So yeah, that's my take on him saying kuti like the reason why he's fighting for Zimbabwe while he's in South Africa. You get what I'm saying? Guys, he mentioned the fact that kuti like he wants to change the mindset of people that are in Zimbabwe, but he's doing it while he's in South Africa. The reason why I'm saying kuti like he must start in Zimbabwe because of that's where everything is happening. He needs to start from the root of the problem. The problem is in Zimbabwe, not in South Africa. What is he gonna do to Zimbabwe that are in South Africa? They don't care, those people. So the moment that he see kuti like they see kuti like people that are in Zimbabwe, they now believe into kuti like they should fight for their country and whatsoever. I think kuti like they're gonna be motivated to go back home and fight as well. But for as long as he's here saying kuti like Zimbabweans that are in South Africa should go back home and they don't see kuti like why they should go back home, they won't go back home. They want to see the progress. They want to see kuti like okay, we are going home because of this is it, we are going to support this and that, but just by the word of mouth fella they won't go home. That's the honest truth. That is the only honest, because of guys, Zimbabweans are so stubborn, like they don't want to hear anything about going home. So in order for you to literally make sure kuti like you convince them, seeing is believing to them. They want to see the actions kuti like oh, this is what we're gonna be fighting for, and then they will go back home. But just fella, they won't go back home. They are afraid of the change. They are afraid to start over. That is the only thing that they are afraid for. And that is a wrong mindset. I don't want to lie to you. I agree when you say kuti like you want to change that mindset. But Sana, I honestly believe kuti like he must start in Zimbabwe. That's where the problem starts. So you cannot start in South Africa and convince Zimbabweans that are in South Africa. They won't even listen to you. Those people are living short life in South Africa. They are driving Bentleys. They live in Cape Town. They don't care. So start with people that are living the uncomfortable life every day. People that are yearning for change. You're gonna get support from other people. You get what I'm saying? Guys, right now in Zimbabwe, Mnangagwa was supposed to literally his term to be extended. But now there are opposition parties that are literally refusing to his term to be extended. This is a chance of Zimbabweans to go back and fight. Like, be like by the side of opposition party. Actually, you don't want ZANU-PF anymore. So it's your time to shine, to say, yes, we don't want ZANU-PF anymore. Support the people that are against ZANU-PF. In that way, you're going to be able to take ZANU-PF out of the ruling party. But you guys don't want to do that. You are in South Africa wanting to, what do you call this? To protest in South Africa. How will the government of Zimbabwe hear you or act upon your request if you are protesting in a foreign country? Guys, njani? Like, little as Bono guy, like, hey, where have you seen South Africans protesting in US? When they no, this is not a joke. Honestly speaking, guys, like like no, go back home. Like it's time to go back home. Right now, it's your time. It's your time to shine. ZANU-PF want to extend Mr. Mnangagwa extension for 2030. There are opposition parties Be on the side of opposition parties, but not when you are in South Africa. You must go back to Zimbabwe to do so. That's on period. But you guys are not serious. You are doing that while you're on TikTok. Hey, hey. Or you're doing that while you're in the street of South Africa. Hey, hey. They won't take you serious. But Sana, please comment down below what you guys think about this video. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I will see you guys on my next one. Bye, guys.